So in my video today I'd like to discuss about how to clear the HR round. HR round, it is nothing but the human resource round and one of the most crucial round. In any interview process, HR round used to be the last round of interview. So that is the most important round, I think, because if you can clear the HR round, you'll have your appointment letter. So considering an interview process, generally we face few rounds starting with the aptitude test. Aptitude test can be an online based, aptitude test can be an offline based, and after aptitude test, if you can clear the aptitude test, then you'll be selected for the group discussion round, which is commonly known as GD. And if you can clear that GD, then you are selected for the PI or personal round or personal interview round. Most of the cases, the personal interview round is based on your technical knowledge. And if you can clear that PI or personal round of interview, then you will be selected for the HR round, which is the last round of interview. And generally, the HR manager of that particular company will be there to evaluate you. And if you can clear the HR round, then only you will get the appointment letter. So as you can see in this slide, that total 10 participants, they are facing this aptitude test, and there is a ratio or a percentage of selection is there. For an example, if 10 people they attain the aptitude test, mostly 50 to 60% of them will clear in a standard situation, and that 60% applicant, when they face the GD round, from there, in most of the cases, 40 to 50% can clear that particular round, and after that they will face the personal interview round. The personal interview round is basically the interviewer, they ask the question from the technical domain, and if you can clear that personal interview round, then only you will be selected for the HR round. And there is no specific percentage in here, because it totally depends on your technical knowledge. If your technical knowledge is good or excellent, then the probability is much higher. If your technical knowledge is not up to the mark, then hardly you'll be selected for the HR round. But the important fact is that in HR round, hardly you will face any technical questions. But this HR round is one of the most difficult phase of interview. So today I'd like to discuss about how you can clear this HR round. Few tricks or few policies or few strategy, if you can follow that thing, you can easily clear the HR round and you can grab your dream job. Now remember the following points. So whenever you are going to face the HR round, you must remember this point and you must think about it. The first point is the mental stability or temperament. The human resource manager of that particular company will ask you certain tricky questions. And by asking those questions, he will judge your temperament. So you must prepare yourself in such a way that you can answer those questions. But you are not allowed to show you aggressions. Maybe the HR personnel may ask you some personal questions, may ask you very sensitive questions. But remember, all those questions are basically to judge you. So never ever react to that question, and always you must understand that that particular question is actually to analyze your mental stability or temperament. So accordingly, you prepare your answer. You are suggested to listen those questions very minutely and think for a few seconds about that questions, and then you deliver the answer. So in this way, you can take care of this point. And the next point is the mindset. So definitely we'll face some questions from the HR manager or the interviewer related with your mindset. And please deliver your answer in such a way that all those answers will show your constructive mindset. That is very much required. Otherwise, these questions may create certain difficulties for you. So always keep in your mind that your answers should be in a constructive way you deliver it. Okay. Now, another point is which is very much important, that is the suitability for the job role. Whenever you are applying for this job or anyone applying for a particular job, he or she knows that he is eligible for that job. That means you have that basic degrees or qualifications or your age comply with that job, but not necessarily you are suitable for that job. So whether you are 100% fit for that job or not, that is very much important. So before attending the HR round, please understand the exact job role of that particular position. You must go through the job description of that particular position and you understand that what are the requirements for that particular job role, and accordingly you must plan your answer. So if you have a groundwork about the job description or the job profile, then only you can deliver the answer in such a way so that you can convince the HR. The next point is the future plan. In this HR round, the HR manager definitely asks you specific questions, that is what is your future plan. So you must deliver your answer in such a way that suppose you have completed your graduation and you are facing that interview, or maybe in the final year you are facing this interview, and please remember that you are facing an interview to get a job. Now during that process, if you say that you are looking for MBA or you are looking for master's degree or you are looking for something else, then definitely the HR manager will never select you, because retention factor is one of the very much important factor for any company. That HR manager is looking for a person who will retain in his company. Okay, so that particular thing is very much important. Retention factor is very much important. Next is, during that process, you must try to be honest, at the same time flexible. Why I am telling this? Because suppose if you are not honest, means I'm not considering the exact word meaning of that. I can consider all of us, we are honest, but at the same time maybe you have something inside you and you want to hide that particular thing. But believe me, that experienced HR manager will definitely find out that particular thing. So before attending the HR round, you must change your internal structure. That means your mindset towards the company, towards that job, and be honest. Okay, so that is very much required. And second thing is that flexibility. You have to be flexible. Suppose you are looking for a job, there is a particular job role, but you cannot strict yourself to that particular job role or that particular job description. The company may ask you some other types of work or some other types of activity from you. You must have that mindset and related to that particular matter, the HR manager may ask you some questions. So accordingly, you must show your flexibility, and that will be your key point. And finally, during the entire process, please try to match your mental frequency with the HR manager. If you can match your mental frequency with the HR manager, then definitely you will be selected. So that totally depends on your performance, that totally depends on that particular situation, and also you need a little amount of luck. So thank you for watching my slide, and I hope this informations will enrich you. And if you have any query or any suggestion, you just directly email me, or also you can comment in the comment box. Thank you very much.